Clemson, South Carolina. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will have the first possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Lost a throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Beebe. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Chop. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Puts it out of the air. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Makes a move. Touchdown, Tigers. The head yardage, the big play. Special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Keeps it on the bootleg. The throw. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the single running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast. And we are not going to complain.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You just... hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll try the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Personal foul. Looking to pass.
I bet. To hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Run the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Has it.
And man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires one high and deep. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the touchdown Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kentucky, 0.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The sure hands, it's Hubbard. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Chubb. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Rides to the back. Spins away from the defender.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Snap from the gun on third down. Right down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same.
Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Going to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the under fire. Completed pass, it goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. There he goes. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Complete to the right. And he's still running after the move. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The give to the tailback. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will... than favorable field position here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hands it off. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Oh, what a cut! The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Leaves it with the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game and you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there because of that.
Oh, he's got some space. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Fights off the defender. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. At the 35, he's open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the catch at the 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there,
they can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You gotta love the defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
and I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. At the 45, on his way. Wide open on the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 16 to Middle Tennessee.
On the move.
We'll circle back.
Update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.